And okay, let's get started. Get that monomer. Get it on your brush. I got a big bead. I'm gonna place it right here. I think I got a little bit too much monomer. I mean, not monomer, acrylic. So I'm just kind of going to glide it down. Ooh, this is a nice color. So while the acrylic is kind of starting to set, because this acrylic just sets slower than some others, it does give you time to play with it. So if you're a beginner or a professional, then I'm sure you would love this one. I'm just giving it some time, and I'm gonna lightly drag it, very lightly, so that you do not bring your whole product with you, and just pat it in place. So pretty much you just want to add enough so that you can cover the nail with the color. You're not really going for the thickness with color. I mean, you can if you want to, but personally I don't recommend, because color acrylic doesn't really have the strength that clear acrylic has. So personally, I always encapsulate it with clear. So that's pretty much the tip, and look how thin the application is. Or you could also hold it in your brush for, depending on the weather, you can hold from 4 Mississippi to 7 Mississippi, so that when you place it onto the nail, you don't have to really be waiting. So when it's colder, I would recommend to wait at like 7 Mississippis before you place it. That way, see, now the acrylic feels a little more ready to tap, versus in the beginning when I barely placed it, it was still kind of like, it was not runny, but if you dragged it, you were more likely to drag it all the way, if that makes sense. So there you go. That's the full nail. This is a beautiful, nice brown color. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to encapsulate it yet because I'm going to add the design. But I just wanted to show you the application. And now I'm just going to wait for it to dry so I could go ahead and add the animal print. So meanwhile, the nail finishes drying. I'm going to go ahead and use the painting gel from my store as well. This is the gold one, and I'm gonna be using the black one. I'm gonna put some on the lid right here, only because I don't want to like go into this jar and keep contaminating it later on. And what I mean by contaminating is adding any like little dust particles or anything like that. So I think that should be fine. I'm gonna clean my little tool, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab the black one. All right, now that the nail is nice and dry, I'm gonna go ahead and use my dotting tool and get some of the gold gel. Now this you could do directly on the surface of the nail. If you or use gel polish, you don't have to encapsulate it, but this one I'm gonna encapsulate. And I'm just doing like little random little spots with the gel. You could do this with acrylic as well, but I wanted to show you with straight up gel. And then just random spots. Try not to make them like super perfect or the same size, because they look better when they're like different. And then just like whatever, okay? Don't think about it too much. Just place them wherever. And pretty much it's gonna look like a cookie right now, And then you're gonna go ahead and cure this in the lamp. Okay, now that that is nice and cured, this painting gel is a no wipe, so you don't have to seal it with top coat if you don't want to. But for this design, I'm gonna be encapsulating it. So now I'm gonna get some of the black gel and I'm going to go around the little spots. Also like kind of whatever. But the trick is to kind of do 3 little outlines. Kind of like wiggle them a little. So always do 1, 2, 3, and then don't let them touch, okay? So 1, 2, and then like a little dot, 3. And then you keep going until you're done. And again, does not have to be perfect. You just wiggle them. Don't make it like perfectly around. Like don't make them in a circle or whatever. Just apply like whatevs. Well, not like whatever, but like dab, 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 tap, 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 or whatever. And bam, starting to look like animal print already. And then once you're done with all of the little outlines, the finishing touches are going to be the random little spots. So also you can do the little black outline as thick as you want. Because I'm using a pretty thick dotting tool, mine are coming out a little thicker, which I dig, you know. But if you do want them to be a little thinner, then you just use a smaller dotting tool or toothpick or whatever you got, girlfriends. Or even a brush you could use. But I don't know, I like a dotting tool. So there you go. Let me know in the comments if this looks easy. And if you tried it, was it easy, bitch? Or what? I feel like when you overthink things is when it gets hard. But no. Just apply the little gel. And always do it in 3. That's what I found that works best. Okay. So now that you have all of that, then just go in there and do like random little squiggle spots, you know? Like right there. It doesn't have to be a circle, just like a little squiggly spot. Okay, this is gonna make it look hella bomb. Okay, and then just like pretty much where the spots where there's like an empty space, that's where you do the little space. And voila, honey, there's your animal print. Now cure this in the lab. Okay, so now that it has cured, I'm going to show you again the side view. See how thin and smooth that is. Now I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate it with, clear acrylic. I should have gotten a bigger bead, but pretty much this is how I encapsulated. Not too thin, not too thick. And I don't really like doing that one bead method shit because I feel like you don't get a proper apex or thickness to the nail. It just comes out like smooth all over. So I just would like to go in different beads. But then again, that's just me. Maybe that's why I'm a slow ass bitch, but girlfriend, it just works. On to them. Can you hear the froggy song?
Yes, I hear the froggy song. Ribbity, 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 ribbity.
Can you hear the froggy song? Yes, I hear the froggy song. Ribbity,